Right, let's talk about Doom the Dark Ages. So I've been playing it, actually, here on the channel. If you didn't know, I play games very, very occasionally, and I'll leave it linked above somewhere. I'm chapter 2. I'm past chapter 2. I've enjoyed it so far. I have actually enjoyed it. I played Doom 2016 and I played Doom Eternal here on the channel as well. It is different. Doom the Dark Ages is a different game. There is a significant absence that you can feel when it comes to the auditory sort of hype that gets built. The music's just not the same, basically, and obviously that comes from there being a sort of a dispute between the previous composer and the game developer. So, but it basically it's just not doing very well. Unfortunately, it seems. Apparently, it's doing okay on things like Xbox. And like it's doing completely fine on everything but PC. PC, it's kind of fell on its arse, really, really badly, actually, hugely. I mean, there's articles everywhere about it. You know, just article after article. Doom: The Dark Ages PC launch has been dismal, but not because it's a bad game. Okay, well, where's the what are you going to say then? I'm not surprised if player counts are lower. The latest Doom isn't a bad game. The problem is plenty of us on PC haven't even been able to play it. Why? Why haven't you been able to play it? When you purchase through links on our site, blah, 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 blah. So they're trying to say, we recently reported that Doom the Dark Ages underwhelming player counts on Steam for PC, which, you know, while this is only a single metric, it's always a useful one. This is on SteamDB. It was getting like 30,000 all-time player count, which is terrible. Like, its ultimately high player count is only 30,000. That's well bad. One question is whether the Game Pass effect is affecting it. After all, a month of Game Pass is cheaper than buying a game on Steam, but I don't really think it's just that, even if there may be some element of it at play. There is also an element of a bunch of people, you know, bought a physical version of the game and then realised there wasn't a physical version of the game, which was weird. But apparently they're trying to say it's all to do with drivers, right? I'd love to have played Doom the Dark Ages before writing this post, but the truth is I can't. I can't because I'm playing on PC. I have an Nvidia RTX 5080 and the Nvidia drivers have completely hosed the game. I mean, mine's fine. What? I've got a 3090 Ti. I could plug my Xbox Series X back in, but that's not a solution to an unacceptable problem that shouldn't exist. Whether it's Nvidia's fault, Bethesda's fault, or they each have their own part to play is irrelevant. These companies need to work together to make it work. So they're trying to say that this is all down to a driver issue. Well, my driver's installed instantly, so I'm not quite sure. I don't understand what their deal is. But again, there's more stuff here. Look, Doom the Dark Ages is struggling versus Eternal on one platform. Well, what is it? What are they going to say? The recently released Doom the Dark Ages is massively struggling on Steam compared to the peaks reached by its predecessor, Doom Eternal. Despite a massively reduced player count for Doom the Dark Ages, it appears there's a good reason why fewer players are hopping into the game on Steam. Well, what are they going to say then? Currently holding an excellent score of 87 on review aggregator OpenCritic, the modern reboot of the long-running first-person shooter series has been a roaring success over the last decade, and it has. Lots of hype from each edition, quite frankly, with each entry offering something unique to stand out from the games before. Over 3 decades after id Software changed the first-person shooter genre for good with the original Doom, it's great to see the developer still reinventing the wheel after all this time. As reported by The Gamer, the Steam numbers for Doom the Dark Ages at this early point are very low when compared to the peak of Doom Eternal, which launched 5 years ago to an all-time high concurrent player count of 104,891, which is great. That's solid. That's solid. These games don't actually take very long to make, right? Like, you know, yeah, they are different in terms of size and quality and things like that. You know, looking at GTA, for instance, that's taken ridiculously long to make. But equally so, there's other games which, you know, Dragon Age the Veilguard, for instance, right? You know, I would argue that Doom the Dark Ages looks better than that, and it didn't really take very long to make. And it's not to say that, you know, when you're playing it, you're like, oh yeah, this feels like a, you know, a quick turnaround game. It's not like that. It is a pretty decent... Again, my main gripe is the fucking music. The music annoys me, because it's just not what it was before, and I loved the music before. So, yeah. They should have much higher numbers than that. It's weird. It's worth noting that Doom Eternal launched at the height of COVID-19 pandemic, when player counts for many games rose substantially. Comparatively, the all-time high for Doom the Dark Ages sits at 30,812. And it's probably not going to... It's not going to go up. Right? Like, that's just not going to go up. So what are they saying? Well, it's not all doom and gloom, though. Doom the Dark Ages launched on Xbox Game Pass on release day, which wasn't possible for Doom Eternal, as Microsoft did not yet own Bethesda. So is it that? Is that what's pulling it away? It may be. It may be, but Steam is pretty much the ultimate metric to go by. You know, it just is. Like, Steam seems to be the metric, the marker that everything gets compared to. So players have access to the subscription service, and choosing to simply play it there instead of on Steam makes a lot of sense. But then they have come out and revealed that the numbers aren't good, right? Doom the Dark Ages sales are not good. I think that they've come out now and said, how much has it sold? I think they've come out and said that it's like, oh well, you know, 3 million. Yeah, here you go. Doom the Dark Ages tops 3 million players, biggest launch in id's history. I mean, that's good if it is the biggest launch. And they say it here, look. Thank you for making Doom the Dark Ages the biggest launch in id Software's history. 7 times faster to 3 million players than Doom Eternal. Is it just Game Pass then? Is that what it is? It might be. Is this Blue Sky? Fucking why are you on Blue Sky? Oh, mate. Oh. Why are they on Blue Sky? God. Don't like that. Let's go to the Twitter one. Here you have it, anyway. And you know what? I think I can believe 3 million players. 1.9 million views here. I don't know. I mean, what's people saying? What's the numbers without Game Pass? That doesn't really matter for Microsoft, though, because they're happy that people are using Game Pass. So you've got to kind of factor that into it. Is it a bomb, though? I don't know. What does that mean, 3 million players? Does that mean sales or what? We saw the Steam numbers. Where are these players? Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, they say this game is a letdown by 4 things. Lack of epic music. I completely agree. The lack of glory kills. I agree that they should have been toned down, but at least make the final hit of melee combo a glory kill. The giant mech. I haven't played the giant mech yet. I was actually quite looking forward to the mech, to be fair. And the dragon. That said, I like the less mobile. Players, not copies sold. Yeah, they still haven't actually revealed those numbers that have been sold. Says this, you know, the game is a great achievement on its own. Why do you have to purposely obfuscate how well it's performing? It kind of makes me feel like it's doing bad. You gave it away for free to the 34 million Game Pass subscribers. Well, they didn't, technically. Microsoft owns Bethesda, right? So that's kind of theirs to do what they want with it, I guess. So who knows? I mean, are they going to say that this is a success? I have no idea. Is it a good game? It's okay so far. I've enjoyed it. I'm not like enamored with it like I was with Doom. You know, Doom 2016 was... It was Doom 2016, wasn't it? That was amazing. I remember playing that and just going, wow, this is sick, man. Like, this is wicked. This one, middling so far. You know, I'm enjoying it, but it's nowhere near the hype of the other games. So there you go. Doom the Dark Ages. Has it fallen on its arse? The numbers aren't great. And it does seem to be that they're hiding it. 3 million players. Well, what does that mean? What's that? What does that even mean? Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.